Hey, y'all. This is the host and creator of the Lauren Hour podcast, your girl, Miss Alora D. So, if you guys are tuning in, I want to thank you guys for being here and exploring this journey with us. But you guys can check us out every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right, 6:30 p.m. every Sunday Eastern Time. So I want to take the time to welcome you guys and tell y'all to fasten your seatbelts and get ready for this wild ride. All right, y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hey guys, welcome to the Alluring Hour podcast with your girl, Miss Allura D, and my co-host, Miss Jazz T. How y'all doing out there?
Peachy, how are you?
Um, Not too well, man. I want to get straight into this story coming up out of Georgia. Again, another story about gun violence and a small town and students being involved. And let me tell you guys, I'm actually tired of hearing this story. It's the same old song played over and over again, once every few months. So this happened in your state of Georgia, out of Borough County. Am I correct, Jazz?
Borrow. Yeah,
Borough,
borrow count.
Borough County. So for you guys who don't know, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys heard the story. So there was a 14-year-old whose name is Colt Gray, and he took a semi-automatic weapon to school, and he killed four people, y'all. Four people. Now this happened on Wednesday, and
Hmm.
I'm not sure how many people were injured, but
From what the news said, I think they said it was around 30 people that was injured.
whoa, 30?
I think so. I think. Don't get me to lying, but I'm pretty sure when they first started talking about it, that's when they were saying that two were dead and 30 injured. If
So
that
as it
number
was
went up
coming up.
since then, yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Wow, that is crazy. So today, him and his father, whose name is Colin Gray, were arraigned in court. And let me tell you, I think that the prosecutor or whoever else this was, who brought charges against the father, I think that was a smart thing to do. So his father, whose name is Colin Gray, was arraigned on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter and 2 counts of second degree murder and 8 counts of cruelty to children. Arrest warrants were alleged that he provided his son with the firearm with knowledge that he was a threat to himself and others. Woo! We need to get on that, Jazz, because I'm gonna let you take this one. Girlfriend,
Mm.
his father knew he was a threat to himself and others, and yet went out and bought him a semi automatic weapon. What are your thoughts on that, Jazz?
That was stupid. That was like that was really that was stupid. That's like
Oh my
that was
word.
just dumb because it's like if you know that this child is a threat to himself and everybody else that's around him, that's like literally like having fire and pouring gas on it to make the fire bigger. Like you knew
Mhm.
that shit was gonna blow up eventually, and eventually it did.
It sure did. But this is my thing, though. So it came out that this gentleman, well, this 14-year-old, I'm not even going to call him a gentleman, but the father, too, he was aware that in 2022,
2023.
2020, a year ago,
Yeah, in
probably not
May
even a
of
year.
Nah, yeah, a little over a full year. Well, yeah, a little over a full year. May of 2023 was when he was investigated for like the online threats about, I think, like shooting the school up or some shit like that. But he was
So,
investigated around that time.
okay.
So,
So we already knew that this young man was probably going to be a danger,
hmm.
but his father took and bought him a weapon, knowing doggone well his son had already made threats to the school. Yeah, the father definitely needed to be arrested.
And he told the cops that his son, when they were investigating him for the online threats, he told the cops that his son didn't have access to any of the guns that were already in the house. But if you bought him a gun, 10 times out of 10, he had
You had
access
access
to
to it.
them ones in the house. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to dig a little bit deeper into this. So I'm noticing a pattern, and this is my personal opinion, guys. This isn't from the data that I found online. So my personal opinion is I think that America's divide from religion as a whole has caused a break in sanity, and is the reason why our children are going out and committing violence and harming other children in school and in churches and movie theaters and the malls. There's no place in America that you could actually go that used to be a sanctuary that you can feel safe anymore. You can't even go to the movie theaters. You can't go to the church and pray without feeling like, bam, I gotta watch my back. So now you're packing Bibles and you're packing Glocks in the church. Give me your opinion on that, Jess.
I disagree on that. Only reason why I disagree on that is because it doesn't matter how much religion is in somebody's life, how much they go to church, all of that. They could go to church from the time they were born to the time they are 40 years old and still fuck up some way somehow. So I don't think that has, me personally, I don't think that has anything to do with it. That's just me, though. That's just me.
Yeah. So the reason why I say this is because I feel like families, when we had more unity, it was because we went to church. We had no choice. Young kids had no choice. And when you went to church back in the day, you didn't go to church with a phone. You didn't go to church with an iPad. You
Right,
didn't
right,
have
right.
anything that distracted you. And then for the younger kids, they had children's what's it called?
Like the children's like Bible study,
Yeah,
like the
children's
one
Bible
like
study.
before
Yeah,
the service.
yeah, or church that was going on for children
Mhm.
doing service for the adults.
Mhm.
So they had
Mhm.
someone who communicated with the kids on a kid level to help them to understand the Bible and the word in a way that it would resonate with children. And I feel like we lack that now days. So children aren't going to church and seeing their fathers and their mothers together praying, and the parents they're not instilling value in these children. And the values that I'm talking about is that life is precious and no one has the right to steal away a life.
That's true.
God granted us with life. So how is it our right to take it from someone else? And that one quote that we always learned in the Bible, revenge is not mine, it's the Lord's, saith the Lord. So if we felt bullied, if we felt alone, if we felt like others made us feel some type of way, it wasn't our duty to go and retaliate.
Mhm.
And I just feel like parents have strayed so far away from religion that their value system is weaponry, showing how much they got, what they got. The coolest thing to fathers nowadays, and it's a Pacific group, is to show how many weapons they have in this thing with hunting. A Pacific group, a Pacific group of people at a young age take their children hunting. Right? They
Wait,
take their children.
are we talking about the pale people?
I'm trying. I don't want to be Pacific, but I'm saying because
You don't want to be
let's
Pacific? You want to be Atlantic? Like,
no. Let's be honest. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest because I want to be neutral and I don't want people to take offense of what I'm saying. It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural difference. I'm not saying one is worse than the other. That's just like people say, black lives, black on black crime. Well, we all set the tone for our cultural uh degradation, and I'm trying to figure out how to word this without being insensitive. But it's like you're bred. They're bred to go hunting. They're bred to take a life. So
mm,
it's so
okay.
natural. It's so natural because when children are young and their dad's teaching them how to hunt elk or how to hunt rabbits, sure, these are skill sets that we need to have. But in America, we all go to the grocery store for our food. Go ahead.
I would say, I mean, I don't know, because I heard stories of my grandpa back in the day taking my cousin out shooting rabbits and skinning them and all that. And I mean, my grandpa was extra black. I mean, not like black, black, but I mean, he was light skinned, but I mean, he was an African American, so.
Yeah. But I just feel like,
Maybe like the year, the century or the decade,
I don't know.
maybe. Because like my cousin was like young doing that in like the 70s, 80s, maybe. So I'm like, maybe. I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
No, I want you to speak on it. So this is just my standpoint. There's no data on this. But
Hmm.
this is just my opinion. I feel like for certain cultures is the rite of passage to buy weaponry. But I really feel like this is something that should be banned in America. I feel like gifting youngsters or minors weapons should be against the law because
That should be against the law anyway. That's dumb.
it is very dumb.
That's dumb. That's like giving a 10-year-old the keys to a car and they don't know how to drive. Like,
Right. It's, what's so crazy because it's like a double-edged sword. It's dumb, but it's not dumb because you want
true.
your children to be prepared for danger.
Right.
But I don't feel like gifting them with a weapon until they are mentally mature enough to understand the value of life. Once they know that you only take a life is if you're in immediate danger, if someone is going to harm you, that's the
Right, right, right,
only
right.
way our
Not
children,
just because.
not
Like,
just because. And I'm just going to speak to this because killers are getting younger and younger. They're
mm-hmm.
getting younger and
Mm-hmm.
younger.
They are.
And it's like no one's looking at the cause or no one's looking at the problem. This boy in 2023, you said, made threats. Did the boy get counseling?
Not that I'm aware of. But
These
then
are the
again,
things, these are the things I want to know. And then from what they said, he came from a broken home. So the father was a career criminal. His
yeah.
mother was a career criminal.
I think if I'm not mistaken, his mom, I think they said she was in prison now for drugs. I think.
Hmm.
If I'm not mistaken.
Why are these people who've been in prison all these times having access to weapons?
Because I thought if you were a felon, you weren't able to get a gun.
You weren't able. So what laws did this man get around where he had these weapons and he was able to
Unless
purchase
he
them for his
had
underage
somebody
son?
else. The only way would be is if somebody else bought it for them. Because I know, like, when I bought my gun, I had to go through the fingerprinting and the background check and all of that before I could even purchase it and walk out the store with it. So that's the only thing I can think. Somebody that didn't have a record bought the gun, but also as well, that's going to backfire on them in the long run because now this same gun, it could have been, not saying it is the same gun, but then again, it might be the same gun. This is the same gun that went and killed four people. Like whoever's name that gun is in is going to jail too. So,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
I would
Now,
ooh.
I understand parents who the kids and found a way into their guns and the parents and took the proper measures and the kid and broke into it. That's different. That's different because they did their due diligence to make sure it was a way. You provided this child with the means to harm others. I
Yeah.
think his father taught him hate. And
I can believe
that,
that in that area, only because I've been in that area before. They are like super extra, extra, extra heavy on the races. So I can believe that. I
well,
can literally
I, I
believe that.
think I think he was taught hate for human life
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
don't necessarily believe this was racially motivated. It doesn't seem
No,
like
because
it was racially motivated.
it was only just the one black boy, or I don't know, because I think they said his last name is Ahmed, I think. So I'm not sure if he's actually like
He didn't look. I don't know. My
I don't know.
my thing is we're breeding our children to have anger in our heart. When we were all in the church together, we were learning to have love in our heart. Have a
Hmm.
little love in your heart. That was a
Yeah,
song. Have a little love in your heart. Like,
yeah.
and I don't feel like that's being taught to kids. And then I also feel like parents are so stressed and parents are in such financial ruin that they don't have that love in their heart to pass down to kids anymore. I feel like parents, life is kicking everybody's behind right now. And I
Hmm.
feel like no one's taking the moment and the time to love each other and to understand each other
And then
because go
And
ahead,
I'll say
sir.
in that situation, I can believe that because that area is like it's a small city. Like you have to go like the next city over to even find a decent job. So it's like
Mm,
I can believe, the financials is stressing everybody out, and it's putting a shit ton of stress on the parents, which putting a shit ton of stress on the kids, which yeah, it's just a bad situation all in all.
it is so crazy. Like, I'm so hurt. I am so hurt that this is a thing.
It's
Um,
like if it's not school shootings, it's cops getting killed, especially cops here, because in the last month, like 5 or 6 cops then got killed, and it's just like on like easy stuff. Like I want to say 3 of the 5 that got killed were going to serve a warrant and were shot.
mm,
Like yeah, yeah,
that's because everyone's operating out of hate. Like, everyone is operating out of hate nowadays.
yeah.
I'm telling you, because 14, what do you know at 14?
I think I was still playing with Barbies at 14. I'm pretty sure I was. Yeah, yeah,
My goodness.
yeah.
I'm just trying to understand how this got passed. What did the school do? Like,
Literally nothing.
I feel like there was so many signs of this boy saying, "I need help. I have dark thoughts.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do with them," because these kids, they go through things, mental things, and they don't understand it. He now I ain't saying that he don't understand what he did.
he's
I
old
think
enough to
that he did.
understand what he did.
I don't think he truly understands what he did, but I think he understood that he made a choice to do that, because he
True.
definitely made a choice to pull the trigger.
But I mean,
Because
even at a young age, you can make the choice. That's like that little boy
right,
in, where was he at? Virginia, West Virginia, one of them two. He was checked because somebody said he had a gun on the playground. They checked his book bag, all that stuff, claimed they couldn't find it. Not even maybe a month or so later, he came to school with a gun and shot his teacher. I mean, thank God he didn't kill her, but yeah, it's like that right there. Like that was a big ass red flag. Like, hello, this boy got a problem. Check him, do something, call the parents, something. And
mm,
nobody did nothing. And this lady, like, I mean, how he shot her through it. Like, I guess she put her hand up like this and it went through her hand. And she said now she got like permanent nerve damage. And it's like
oh, I
something that could have been
remember
avoided.
the
You know what I mean?
kindergartner.
Like,
Was it in kindergarten? We covered that
first
story. Yeah,
first
we
second
covered that
grade,
story.
yeah, he was young, he was under 10, I remember that.
Mm,
So yeah, it's like that, situations like that, like you could have checked that, you could have, you know what I mean, I know I sound horrible when I say thank God it was only her that got shot, but it could have been way worse. It could have been a whole nother school shooting there because y'all didn't check this damn little boy.
mm. But let's dig into why this keeps happening in the U.S.
I think it's bullying, honestly.
It's bullying. I'm because we're gonna address that too, but we don't see this school shootings. People in other countries have videos making fun of the US about
Yeah,
our school
because
system
they
and
don't do
kids
shit
not
like
being
that.
safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because for them, they don't understand how is kids not safe in school. But this has become so normal to Americans that we're like, oh, another school shooting. It doesn't register to us like this is not normal. This is a place
Mm-mm.
of safety.
Yeah, but
And
this is why I've always said that teachers should be allowed to bring guns to school for stuff like that. I know that sounds horrible, having guns in a school with possibly like elementary and middle school kids, but it's like it can avoid stuff like this. Because had them teachers have been prepared, you know what I mean? Like
mhm,
that, I guarantee that it wouldn't have, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have ended the way that it did.
I think that I think the everyone in the US is suffering from mental disorders. I think that every single person who lives in the US is struggling from depression, bipolar, some type of mental disorder,
Something, yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because every person in the US is stretched thin, from our teachers, from our police officers, from our guidance counselors.
Because those are the ones that don't get paid enough. Like
They don't
y'all
get
get paid enough to deal with the bullshit that be going on in the world. Like, I would never be a cop. I would never be a guidance counselor. I would never be a teacher. I would never be nothing that involves the outside public like that. And y'all only giving me maybe 30, 40,000 a year. Like,
But see, that's the thing. Some people do it for the love. Some people don't do this for the money.
I know,
You know, it's for the love. It's to serve the community. I think that
I
is
know.
so important. But I think the people who are trying to make a change in the community, they're fatigued because they're like, we're trying to be the rescuers, but where is our rescue? They need rescue
Right.
too. They're drowning because they
Mm-hmm.
either don't have the resources, they don't have the
Mm-hmm.
finances, or they don't
Mm-hmm.
have the support of the people that they're trying to help, the communities
Mm-hmm.
that they're trying to help.
Right.
We have to be more involved as a people in our child's schooling and our child's up or not children's upbringing.
Yeah.
We have to
You're,
be people say, I don't have this faith in religion. You have to have some type of balance in your life. In religion, whether you believe in God or you believe in Jehovah, no matter who you believe in, it is a safety net. The word is food for your soul. Whether you believe in it or not, there is a message in the word for someone. It's a doctrine. So it's to
right.
help you figure out your way through life. And I feel like if we would find us a doctrine and start living by it accordingly, I believe we'll have more understanding, more patience, more hope, and I believe we'll try to feed more love into our children, more love into ourselves, more love into our spouses.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on that, Jazz?
Mm, I mean, I could personally agree. I'm not a big religion person like how I was once upon a time. So
Me
it's
neither.
like, hmm.
But it gives you some gravitational pull though.
Right.
It's pulling you in one direction to help you be grounded and to help you to think twice. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like everyone has threw religion out the door because we've had so many people come in the name of the Lord and say, "Hey, we're here to help," but all we've seen them do is set up shop in communities who are struggling, and they don't go knock on the liquor store's door and say, "Hey, Satan, get out of this neighborhood." We hear what
Mm-hmm.
they can do. They tell us what
Mm-hmm.
the word can do. You said that you are the shepherd and we are the sheep and you're going to lead us to God. Well, if you hold so much power, I want you to go show that power and tell that guy who has set up his liquor store business on that corner in the neighborhood where schools don't have computers, books, and the kids don't have access to book bags, and these people aren't giving back to the community, tell them to get out. The church people will follow the church if the church get together a cause that supports the community. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like why this is why all of this stuff happening in our schools. These kids aren't supported. The church is supposed to be a safe haven. You remember growing up, we used to have the children's choirs,
Mm-hmm.
competition.
Mm-hmm.
These children don't have that anymore. They don't have church
Right.
choir. They barely have band because the schools can't afford band because they put sports above everything. And
That
then
is true.
most of these kids know they ain't gonna make the sports team.
Right, right,
And they
right,
don't
right,
have a
right.
lot of hope.
Right. That's terrible.
And then what does
Terrible.
this set up for? This is a recipe for bullying. This is a recipe for depression. Is a recipe for drugs, for
Mm-hmm.
alcohol. Because what do we
Mm-hmm.
have? We don't have a sports team that we could join because hey, I may be too skinny, I may be too big, I may not catch fast enough, I may not run far enough.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is the stress that our children are facing every day that they go to school. I want to go to band, but hey, we don't have a band. We don't have a music department. We have where we put on freaking what's it called, sing-alongs, but we're
Mm-hmm.
not learning how to play an instrument. Kids
Right.
want to feel fulfilled, and a
I
lot of
mean,
folks.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Jazz. I didn't
Oh
hear
no,
you.
I'm agreeing with you.
Kids, a lot of kids nowadays, their parents don't have the money or the resources to put them into private lessons for drums, pianos, or whatever. These were the things that kept children safe and what kept them from wanting to harm each other. Children were more unified back in the day
Yeah, but
because they had something
also,
in common. Go ahead, girlfriend.
right. But I would say, but also with you saying, like not having money for the private lessons, it's like school wise, if the teachers, I would say, if they were getting more compensation, they would probably maybe care more to where that can happen. I'd say for me, for example, because it's like, I mean, I never took private lessons when I was learning to play the violin. That was all school wise, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like
Mhm,
the music teacher that I had actually said it more than once that she actually loved her job. She loved
mhm.
teaching. She loved teaching, talk about music, doing all of that. So it's like I learned, you know, all of that. So yeah, she was awesome. Miss Nelson, she was like the best teacher
Aw,
ever. Like, I mean, that's the only teacher I know that, like I said, I can play the violin, but I cannot read music to save my life. And she's the only teacher I ever had that when she printed out the music, she'd have one for everybody else that could read the music and little old me that couldn't. But
aw.
I mean, I learned, you
Inclusiveness,
know.
inclusiveness.
Mhm.
And you know what? This isn't just on the teachers, it's on the parents too. We have to step up
Mhm.
as parents. And I know it's hard being a mom and a dad, and you gotta work and you gotta provide. But
Yeah, make
in
sure your
order
home taken care of and
right,
bills taken care of and like make sure the dog got food and all. So it's like, yeah.
but we gotta be that bridge in between
Mhm.
our child and that teacher and their education and their confidence. If
Mhm.
we do not back the teacher, then we don't know how to accommodate our children. I ain't saying all teachers are right all the time. We know
Right.
they're not. But when they're wrong, don't do this. I'm going to cuss her out in front of the child. Because now the child knows he can go to school or she can go to school and disrespect the
And
teacher
do
and
and say,
call
yep,
mama.
yep,
Rather, you
yep,
talk
yep,
to that
yep.
teacher alone, you talk to the principal alone, and you say, listen, I don't like the way you're running your shop here. This is
Mhm.
what I don't like. But if you want me to work with you on some things, we can do this because let's be honest, all teachers aren't right. But at the same time,
True.
everyone is human. But
True.
we all have to be accountable. And I think the problem is so many people, so many parents are fatigued. All of us, every person, every US citizen who's not rich, we're all fatigued because we're
Right.
all shuffling. We're all on shuffle. We just
Mhm.
is rinse and repeat.
Mhm.
We're hoping that the lights don't get cut off. We
Yep.
hoping to have food on the dang on table, and we start
Correct.
slacking. And I think this is what happens. This is what happens to our children.
Mhm.
We start
Mhm.
slacking, and we don't notice the difference.
Mhm.
We start slacking, and the things that we know are red flags. We start saying, "Ah, it's a kid. He's a kid. He ain't gonna harm nobody."
Mhm.
Because we're too tired to address it. Not all of us. Some of us don't. Some of them don't care. Let's be honest. Some of them don't
Right.
care.
Right.
I'm so happy that they're making an example of the father because now it's going to challenge parents to look at what their kids are doing deeper. When my child come home frustrated, okay, what's going on? Example: first week of school, my son comes home. Mom, I had a bad day at school. What's up? This
No.
girl was bullying me. Okay, say less. Type. Let me talk to the teacher. I text the teacher. I told her what was going on. I said, "Well, nip this in the bud before it gets out of hand." She says, "Thank you for informing me. I'm gonna take care of this right away." My son goes back to school. He comes back home. I said, "How was your day?" "It was good." I said, "What about the little girl?" "Oh, the teacher moved her." Problem solved.
Mhm.
Parents, we have to communicate with the teachers. And for those people who kids are bullies, get your lives together. It's not cute and it's not funny and it's not okay
That's
because
not.
your child may directly be the cause of stuff like this. And now I think that there should be a law that the bullies who bully these people, and because of their action, now all these lives are taken, they need to be responsible too.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. That is like that makes me fear Ivy because she gonna be in school pretty soon, and it's just like, please don't let nobody bully my baby because I mean, I know it's terrible, but it's like I'm that parent. Like, if they hit you, hit their ass back. You know what I mean? Like, don't just Well, let me rephrase that. It'd be first on if they hit you, tell a teacher. If the
Hmm.
teacher don't do nothing, then hit their ass back, and then it's like we
Yeah.
just gonna go from there. Like if your mama and your daddy and your cousin and your uncle want to fight, that's completely fine. But it's like get your child in check
Hmm.
because it's
Hmm.
like
Hmm. Hmm.
that's not cool. And there's some adults out there that will smack the shit out of somebody else's child and not care.
Mhm.
I don't want to be that person, but if I got to over my child, I will. And what are you going to do
Mhm.
about it? If you would have
Mhm.
disciplined your child, we wouldn't
Mhm.
even be in this.
Right. And fathers and mothers, another big thing. Teach these little girls to keep their hands to themselves.
That
Teach
too.
these little girls to stop bothering these boys
Mm-hmm.
because they
Because
have.
that's a big one.
It is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
These little girls out here have this notion of because I'm a woman, I can put my hands on you and you can't do nothing. Now,
See,
when
I got a
we play,
motto for that. I have a friend, a male friend, that always said that he will never smack, he had never hit a female, but he had smacked the shit out of a.
by your
Mm-hmm.
bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's like when he first said that, I'm like, dang. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, you got a
Right,
point there. Because
right.
any real female that has decorum and some type of class about themselves ain't gonna be out there doing that
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, yeah. Right. And that's so important. Like that's another thing that makes people or these kids want to go and harm others because they feel
Mm-hmm.
like I don't have a safe haven. Like what the heck is and then our school system. Our
Yeah.
school system is the leaders. The leaders choose things that are not for the middle class or the poor people.
They
They
pick and
choose
choose honestly what they want
they
to.
do, and they choose things like sports because sports doesn't really it brings some money to the school, but
It
mostly
does.
it lines the pockets of the school, and it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't go towards the kids mostly. It goes towards the people who want to get. I don't know how this goes, but it don't really go towards the kids.
It
Like
don't.
the
It goes
U.S.
towards stuff like funds for
for
like
sports
the football
program.
players to have like
Mhm,
banquets. It'll sometimes maybe go toward like uniforms. It'll be shit
mhm,
for like the cheerleaders, like stuff like
mhm.
that. Well,
And
at least I know when I was in high school, that's what they did it for. But
yeah. And what's so crazy is that, some of these people, they do not these people who play sports, these kids who play sports, it's just like the one story with the Caucasian kid who forced his transcripts to get into college because he focused so much on sports in high school that they were just passing him because he was a great
because the
player.
athletes normally be the dumb ones. They normally, well, not all of them, but
Not
majority
dumb,
of
but
them.
they struggle mentally or
Yeah.
intellectual disability
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. And then these guys, if they don't make it to the NFL or have some great career,
They just
these
in there
guys
looking
can fall in the crack
stupid. Mm-hmm.
and later on in life become a problem.
Yep. Yep, yep,
Y'all
yep, yep,
listen,
yep.
I am so heated about this thing that happened in Georgia because this boy is 14 years old
They doing the most. Like school done been in a month, 30 days, a little over 30 days. Y'all out
and
here doing this shit
he
like
made right and he made the conscious decision. He had to load that gun. Every bullet that he loaded, you tell me he had an option to change his mind, to put the cartilage down and reach out for help. And I
terrible.
don't want to put it all on the dad because I'm gonna put on the dad is provide. Nah, I'm sorry. In this situation, I
I
gotta do
blame
it.
the police department too because it's like that is a big ass high school. Y'all ain't got no other type of security or nothing around there. Like nobody
No,
seen his ass come to the front door. Like
no. You got to think about it though. Like the school is really the last place you really feel like you have to have built like Fort
I mean,
Knox.
true. But sometimes you never know. Like they ain't got no damn metal detectors or nothing in there because if they would have took his ass to a metal detector, that guarantee they would have found it. Like
I'm sorry, school is becoming
maybe
a hazard.
maybe it's just because of the area. Because
Mm,
like I said, I mean,
yeah,
maybe it's because of the area,
yeah,
which I
and that,
think is bullshit. Because it's
yeah,
like,
it can happen anywhere.
yeah, like you would have a metal detector in a school in the hood, but the school out in the country don't need one.
But see,
At this
people,
point, I think all schools need them.
yeah, and people
Literally.
don't realize meth goes on in schools. What
Hmm.
we seen a high school over here video of the kids in a doggone bathroom doing cocaine in high school. Cocaine. Cocaine is a hell of a drug and it's very expensive.
That's a
How the
grown
heck?
man's drug. Oh
That's a
my.
grown man's drug. How the heck did these kids get their hands on cocaine?
Somebody got to be a dealer around them.
This
They
stuff is going on
stole
in
it.
our
Like,
man. Listen,
what
I
makes you want to go to school and do cocaine anyway? I would rather, if I'm doing cocaine, I'm do that shit at home. I am not about to be in no type of school. Like, what?
what makes children as young turn towards drugs? See, this is the
True.
thing that I want to attack. Like, how do we protect our children from this type? I know you can't protect them from the world, but I just feel like
True.
there's something going on that us as adults are missing. We're missing something. And I do not know how to get through to these children. It's like we really, right now, we all need to be a community for real, and
That
not
ain't
just
about to
in a time
happen.
of tragedy.
That ain't
Like,
about to happen.
we really need to be communicating with each other. I feel like we see the stuff happening, the neighbors see it, but they be afraid to come to us and say, listen, I saw little Billy down there on the corner at such and such house. You know what goes on down there. I just wanted to make
Hmm.
you aware of it. Forget making you aware of it back in the day. The neighbor, get your behind from out of here. You know
Hmm.
what's going on down here. You know your mama ain't had get your butt home.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
problem is we don't want nobody disciplining our kids.
that's a big thing. That's that's a big thing, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. Like, if my child is somewhere out in public, at somebody's house, something, and she acting out, whoop her ass, because 10 times out of 10 she knows better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if she knows better and she going somewhere else and doing it, you just gonna let her do it? No, whoop her ass. Like, and then
Now,
tell me about it. But don't, but then also as well, that's a hit or miss too, because you can't just have people, you know what I'm saying? Like, people whooping your kids like that. I just seen something on TikTok. I sent it to you too, but I just seen something on TikTok where this little 6-year-old boy was being watched by his mom's friend, somebody that she knew from the church. I guess the boy peed on himself,
mhm.
and the man took him to his barbershop, got a 2x4, and beat the shit out of this little boy. Like, they said that he
Wait,
whooped that
what?
little boy's. Yeah, I sent it to you. You gotta watch it. But it's like, they said that he beat the little boy's butt so much with the 2x4 that there was pieces of the little boy's meat from his ass on the 2x4, and then he poured hydrogen peroxide on the wound and made the little boy do push-ups till he passed out.
But see, I was
Yeah,
gonna say that too. I'm not a fan of corporal punishment.
yeah,
Do,
yeah.
do you know why I'm not a fan of? And see this is
That
type of
shit's
this is type of
terrible.
thing that makes you want to say things like, "Oh, I would mess that man up." Like these are the things. Like I swear, for goodness, I know people don't like this, but I'm gonna say this. I feel like there should be harsher penalties for people who harm children. I'm
Yeah, because
sorry.
sadly, that man's probably only gonna get like maybe 20 years in prison, maybe if that.
You know, back in the day, there was a group of teens who had did something. They spray painted a bunch of cars or something, and
Hmm.
the judge had said, "Y'all punishment is y'all gonna get caned." So caned is where they go and they beat them on the back,
With like a old people cane.
like it's like this cane. I don't know what it's like. It's adorable, like it flex and it messes you up. I feel like every day a part of their sentence they need to be caned. I
I
know it
think
sounds
that
mean.
somebody should get a pillowcase and put locks in there and just knock them the fuck out.
We can't do that now. That's illegal because you could hurt a person.
Because
But
I've been
caned,
wanting to put locks in a pillowcase and knock somebody's fucking head off. I've been wanting to so bad.
he's
So
wild,
bad. And
girl.
I'm gonna do it. I just don't know to who. Actually, I do know to who,
No,
but
she's
I'm gonna
playing.
do it. I'm gonna
Y'all,
do it.
she's playing.
It is.
Lord,
It's
I hope she's
planned. It's
playing. She's
planned.
playing, y'all.
And no, no, I'm not playing. No. Oh yeah, yeah. Ha 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 ha.
She
Yeah,
playing, y'all. She playing.
yeah. Real funny.
Listen, I'm just saying that is horrible. That is
It
horrible.
is. It is. It is.
Everyone should definitely think about communicating with their neighbors more, asking them to keep an eye on their children as far as seeing them out and about. If they see them somewhere, please text me and let me know if you see my child over here so I can come over here and check them. You know what I'm saying? Because children are young, they're going to make mistakes, so we have to be accountable for them at that young age and try to teach them and steer them away from trouble.
Hmm.
Now you can't save every child. There's some parents out here who fight in that struggle, but that child's going to do what they want to do regardless. But it's the fact
That is
that
true.
you did what you were supposed to do. You gave uh 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 the advice, and you tried to
Hmm.
be understanding, and you tried to
Hmm.
sought after help. It's the parents who say nothing and they know that their children are more than likely to harm others. We can't be, it's hard because they're your babies. But at the
Hmm.
same time, we're responsible for our babies.
That's those parents. My child would never do nothing like that. That's those parents.
Yeah, I don't put nothing past my kids. Listen,
I
when COVID hit,
literally.
go ahead, Jazz. I'm sorry I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, I would say literally. Like I don't put nothing past. No, if you call me and tell me Ivy did this 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna believe you because I know. You know what I mean? Like
You know your
I know how my
child.
child is. Yeah, I know how my child is. Like if you say that she had a tantrum in the middle of the floor and tore your whole living room up, I believe it because I know my child, you know. Now, if you say she went and punched two dogs and kicked out a window, I'm going like,
I
that
don't know
doesn't
about
sound like
that.
her. You
Yeah.
know, that doesn't sound like her very much. So, 10 times out of 10, I ain't gonna believe that. But I mean, like you said, you know your child. You know what your child gonna do and what they're not gonna do. So, if you tell me something that I know they not doing, I'm gonna like, no, you
Hmm.
know, she didn't. If you tell me something that I know that she did, I'm like, yeah, sounds like her. So,
Yeah, well, our prayers and our thoughts are definitely out with all the families and the people affected by this, because
yes,
this
'cause that's
is
sad.
this is
That's
a
sad.
tragedy.
Yeah, that's
Like
terrible. Terrible.
14 and you decided to take a life. Like I will never understand
And
how
it's
you
like you're so young and your life is literally at this point. The
wrong.
moment you pulled the gun and kill or pulled the trigger and killed that first person, your life was instantly it's done for. Because there's no way that you're ever going to walk out on the street after you didn't kill four people like that. Unless it's some fluke in the goddamn system, which hopefully it's not. But
And let me speak to
yeah.
this, if you don't mind. Let me speak to this. He had a choice to turn around when he entered
Mm-hmm.
the building
Mm-hmm.
and he drew the gun. He could have
Mm-hmm.
turned back. When he looked
Mm-hmm.
at his book bag or wherever he got that weaponry from, he could have made the conscious decision, this is not okay.
Right.
A lot of people have the choice to turn around and say, this is
It's
not
not. Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Let me change my mind and walk away.
Yep.
People feel as if because they thought of something, they have to go through with it, or they're weak, or they're this. I want to know, why do people feel like when they have those few moments to choose between right and wrong, they choose wrong?
Because they feel like they have something to prove.
To who? To
Everybody else.
whom?
That's like the type of person that has to have approval from everybody. Like,
But this is what we've done to each other.
mm-hmm. I know.
Us as the human race, we have inflicted trauma, stigmatisms on everybody.
I
We've
know.
done this. We created this. And now we sit back and we say, oh my God, what a tragedy. Why did this young man do this? When each and every last one of us is a part of the problem. I'm a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem. The president's a part of the problem. The ex
Mm-hmm.
president definitely a part of the problem.
Can we not? We ain't gonna talk about that today.
We
We
have
ain't.
we have to change as a human
Mm-hmm.
race,
Mm-hmm.
because our flaws is we don't want to recognize our flaws, but everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
And it would shoot everybody else on that speck of insecurity that they have in their lives. We have cursed ourselves and everyone else around us. because we have chose not to break this cycle of hate that we inflict on each other. I don't like you because you big. I don't like you because you're skinny. I'm gonna tease you because you wearing New Balances. I'm gonna tease you because your
What's wrong
mother.
with New Balances? New Balances,
Nothing.
those some
Nothing.
cheap ass comfy shoes. What you mean?
But
Like,
people, but you understand. People tease people about that.
I know,
It's the
I know.
littlest things.
I know. I was
And
just
then,
watching something on TikTok where a boy, his mom went to buy him school shoes and she bought him Shacks. And he was in the car literally in tears. Like, I'm gonna get bullied going to school. I can't wear Shacks. And it's just like,
so sad because Shaq is a superstar.
it is. Hmm.
Shaq made those shoes
I know I
because
got
he
Ivy a
knew
pair. And
because
everybody talked about me when I got Ivy a pair. And I'm just like,
like girl, listen, we're trying to do stuff in life, okay?
right.
She's gonna walk outside. Dirt is going to get on these shoes. Mud
She was
is gonna
like
get on these
she
shoes.
wasn't even a year old when I bought her them damn shoes. So it's like they ain't even gonna touch the ground. They just gonna be on her just to match her outfit. Like,
But why do other people care about what you're wearing?
I don't
Like
know.
why is this a thing?
I don't know why everybody else's kids is everybody else's concern if you ain't gotta take care of them. Because I mean, not trying to be sound mean or anything, but I could give a fuck less what everybody else doing with their goddamn kids. It ain't got
Girl,
nothing to do with me.
girl, tell me about it. Tell me about it, honey. Tell me
Like
about it.
if you want to have your kids in the basement beating the shit out of them, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh,
If you don't want
hold on. Wait a minute now. Wait a
I
minute.
don't.
Wait a minute.
I
No,
don't got nothing to do
hold
with that.
on. No, we give a fuck about that. We're calling the motherfucking police.
I
We're
mean, we ain't
calling
got cops here,
CPS.
but other than that, like, I ain't getting into it. You know what I mean? Like, if you decide that you wanna let your kids do whatever they want, I don't got nothing to do with that because at the
I
end
ain't
of the
got
day,
nothing to do
I
with
don't
you.
have to raise your child.
I don't have nothing to do with you letting your kids do what they want because that's on you. What they put out there and that's gonna come back to you. That's on you.
Yeah, that's on
But
you. Yeah,
if you're out here beating on children and children cannot defend themselves. I'm calling motherfucking CPS on you.
I
Unless it's
mean, some
what's that old
children.
fashioned
Yeah,
or a
right,
tap tap tap, and you out
right.
here two piecing with a biscuit and a side of gravy, bitch. I'm
That's not
calling
funny.
the
I'm sorry. I'm
police.
sorry. It's not funny.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
calling the police. Call
right.
me a snitch if you like. I'm calling CPS. I'm calling the police. And if you make me mad enough, I might let me stop. I might get your ass. Listen, we defend the defenseless. We
Hmm.
defend the defenseless.
Wait, we gonna
No
call
defender.
CPS on somebody? Because I got a couple people in my head I can call
Those
them up right
the,
now.
the defenseless are those who have disabilities, mental, physical,
Hmm.
children, are elderly,
Hmm.
people who cannot fend for themselves. We defend those people.
Right. Right.
I ain't playing that. But guys, it is time for us to get to the trending corner
What's
because
trending?
hold on.
Why we talk about stuff trending? Do you be watching baddies?
Girl, I do not. I do not.
Oh my god.
Breathe in, breathe out. Soon enough it will be conquered somehow.
Excuse me, production rude as shit. Okay. She was about to give me some tea, cut me the heck off. But welcome to the trending corner with your girl Lordy. Listen, the trending corner today's topic is Rich Homie Quan. Shout out to his family, and we send our condolences to them. He passed
Our city
away.
is so sad. We so
Oh,
sad down here.
he is from the A.
He is. We so sad down here.
Oh no, the
We so
A has lost
sad.
another.
We so sad. So sad.
Yeah. So Rich Homie Quan passed away. We're gonna assume it was in his sleep because we're not 100% sure. His kid's mother, his girlfriend, she said that she got up to get the kids off to school, their son off to school, and she thought he was just in slumber on the couch, and she went downstairs, covered him up. She said
I
by
mean,
the
that's
time,
something I would have did too.
yeah,
Like,
that's something because you
I
see
wouldn't have been
yourself
like, "Oh my
saying,
god, is he breathing? Is he breathing?" No, I'm just
yeah, you
straight
don't
ass up
think to
going
check
about my
that.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially if you know your man kicking a little bit or he worked hard and he be in the
exactly,
studio. She probably
exactly.
figured he was just tired. So
Just
she did
tired. Yeah.
the thing that a woman would do that loves you, and she covered him up and took the baby off to school. And she came home and she checked up on him and she realized he wasn't breathing. She said she seen that he didn't have a pulse, and so she called 911. Um, so that's just heartbreaking.
It is because
It
I
really
ooh,
is.
having to even deal with that and how people is coming at her like, oh, terrible,
Right.
terrible. It's
Right.
terrible.
Like this woman just lost her loved one, and y'all
Yeah.
talking about what she could have did and why she didn't do this. First of all, when my husband's in bed sleeping, it's my turn to get the kids up to go to school. I
Hmm.
ain't gonna wake him up if I know he's tired. I ain't about to check and see if that man breathing. Now
But it's
he
like I ain't gonna bother. Like if Eric
right,
sleep on the couch, he just sleep on the couch. Like I'm,
right,
you know what I mean. I'm gonna just keep on going, doing whatever I'm doing, and it's like
mhm,
nobody's gonna be like, oh my god, is
right.
his body temperature 98.6 degrees? Like the only way you doing that is if your man is in a nursing home, in hospice,
Or your
something.
man got sleep apnea.
But most people that have sleep apnea wear that CPAP machine at night to avoid
Stopping
an
breathing.
issue. Exactly.
Let me tell you, and this is the thing people need to understand and learn about the world. I want you people to hear me out here. Fuck what people have to say about you. Everyone is going to have opinions
Hmm.
about how about that was just ghetto, y'all. When how to handle a situation when they don't know how they would react in this
In that
situation.
situation,
But they
exactly.
always have. I would have did this. I would have did that. No, they
No, you
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't have. So
Nope.
don't let this bother y'all all the time. This is what I want the world, the kids, the adults, people to hear. Everyone is going to have an opinion. It's like buttholes. Everyone has one.
Hmm.
Everyone has a
But
butthole.
out of this whole rich homie quan situation, do you know what I don't like?
What?
Erica Banks' messy ass. Like,
What she didn't did with her messed up
so
edges.
I guess her and Rich Homie Quan has something going on, but it's like the same day he died, you posting y'all text message thread. Like I hate when somebody die and you just be like, "Oh my god, I just talked to him," and you got to post all these goddamn messages. Like, and then there was another girl. I don't. She's not famous or nothing, but there's another girl today that they said did the exact same thing, and it's just like, so y'all just. I mean, what you know? But then they say he was in an open relationship, so it's like
To
I
do
don't know
it
how. I
publicly,
don't know.
to do it publicly is distasteful. Now, if you
Erica
was like,
Banks is distasteful. I thought I used to like her, but
this
I didn't
season
been
on
watching
Love
a
and Hip Hop,
couple.
I just don't like her,
I didn't
and she
got
was my
myself
girl.
caught up on these current episodes of Love and Hip Hop, and I do not like her
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
at all. I'm glad she ain't wearing them big old ugly adult sideburns anymore. I'm
Lord,
very glad about that. But it's just like
yeah,
she is just
a mess.
I'm not a fan of her.
I
Her
see where
or her
she's
six
at.
BBLs, like, cause her ass looked terrible. Like she done got 2 or 3 BBLs, and it's like you look like a fucking tooth. Like it looks terrible. It looks up.
Not
It
a
looks terrible. It looks terrible. It's like her hips are like really, really
true.
like I don't know. Like
These
it looks
BBLs,
weird.
y'all.
It looks weird. It's like it's not like like when people get BBL stuff, it's supposed to at least make your body look
Better.
proportioned. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but it's like it doesn't. It's like her butt is real, real big, and then her legs ain't really all that big. Like they not like super skinny, but they not like proportion to the ass. I don't know. It looks weird. It looks weird.
Wow.
And I know somebody like really close to me personally that got a BBL and her ass and her legs match. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what but
It's
why
like
would you go
it's like they went to
get
the
one
doctor.
BBL? I don't know, but it's like why would you go get one BBL and then go get another BBL? Like what was wrong with the first BBL that you had to get a second one? I'm confused. Like
It's like they went to the doctors and said, "Sign me up for a fucking ant booty, please, a
mm-mm.
diaper booty." But you know
At
what?
this point, I would rather be like how Cardi B was in the hotel in New York getting ass shots because that's like hers actually looks nice. You know what I'm saying? Like hers look
Mm,
nice.
it don't look as bad, but
It don't look as bad as hers, but it looks nice compared to the other ones that you've seen out. So
yeah, but I think that's so tacky to do that publicly. That's like I lost a friend, but I ain't post all our messages. I sent one to our close friend and I said, oh my God, I just talked to him
right,
literally the day before,
right,
not the day before, but a couple of weeks before. And this was said. That's
right,
different. But to go to a
right.
public forum
A
and to post
public
that
forum.
publicly, that's no one
That
else's business.
that's just as bad as like you know the person died and you go and tag them on Facebook. Like, please answer the phone.
Yeah.
Please, let that girl grieve. And it's like she already got them kids. Them kids is grieving. She got to try to stay strong for everybody else. But who gonna be strong for her when she
Hmm.
crumble? Because eventually she's gonna crumble. Like I
Hmm.
feel bad for the girl. I really do. Like
There's always the
I
bitches
mean, ooh,
there's always the bitches in the back that a man don't want that keeps in the dark.
always,
Them be the bitches.
always. But I thought Erica Banks had a man because that's what she said on Love and Hip Hop. So now I'm confused.
Erica
Like
Banks ain't got no man. Her man is in a relationship with somebody else. Erica Banks ain't never the one who's
Chaotic
gonna be up
said in that
front.
episode when he was in the studio with Sierra that she got another man and she confirmed she got another man. So it's like, what the fuck didn't happen? Did you mess it up, sister? Like,
Men don't be checking for these women who have no value. And when I mean no value, I mean no integrity.
I
They
mean, the
don't
only
have
thing
the
is that
value.
she a good rapper. I mean, partially a good rapper.
Men want women that they can depend on emotionally, that's going to respect them,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to love them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to stroke their ego, and that they can walk in public with and be like, "This is my lady." Most of those men know that women like her aren't that. They're not
True.
that.
True, true,
So
true.
the men cheat with women like her because that's a fun time.
Yeah.
But they're not going to invest in women like her and build them up because they don't see that these women can be beneficial to them or
Mm-hmm.
they can be beneficial in a relationship.
Or Erica Banks is broken. She needs a storyline because I guarantee you that's going to be part of the storyline on the next season of Love and Hip Hop. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's crazy. It's sad. It's terrible.
The thing is, all women have value, but not all
Right.
women display it.
Right. Right. That's true.
That's the problem. She
Sorry, I'm
has
yawning.
value.
My bad.
She's human. She has value.
Yeah, but not enough. She like great value.
Oh, girl, my chest hurt.
Well, I mean,
Not
like
great value.
I'm really not a fan of her now. Like,
Me neither. That the BS that she was pulling with Jasmine and Rashida, I felt like she approved what Jasmine was saying because she's been in this position so many times, and she's like she's tired of feeling like she's the bad guy. But with Jasmine and saying that, oh my God, Rashida forgave Kurt, why won't she forgive me, bitch? That's her husband. That's the father of her children. That's the person she's built her empire with.
Rashida dumb because I had never let Kirk and his 3 earrings play me the way
No,
he been
it's three
playing her.
aliens. K Michelle should have motherfucking copyrighted that shit. Because
You
every
really
time we
should
say
have.
Kirk, it's three aliens having ass.
Cause literally, cause like he's been playing her since season 1, and it's like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. He's been playing you literally from the beginning. You do remember that this is the same girl that he had living in y'all penthouse when she was pregnant while you was living somewhere else. And still was paying for it and everything. You ain't know nothing about it. Like you had to wait to see text messages to be like, oh my God. And I guarantee you, even with the text messages, it's better be a lie. It better
let, me,
be a lie. This ain't like, girl, please. He is playing you. He's
let, me
been
tell you,
playing you.
let me tell you why Kirk would never change. Kirk been bald since we known him.
That is true.
Now he got a manscape. Why would a man go get a manscape unless they want it to be sought out or seen attractive by other women?
Yeah. You know what? When I was watching the episode, I thought I was goddamn tripping because I'm like, there ain't no way he grew all that hair that quick like that.
He did
But I'm
not.
like, maybe I don't know because around Atlanta they do have the signs up for the hair graft thing. It's like $2 per graft or some shit. So I'm like, maybe okay, he decided to take that route. But yeah,
Mm. Girl, not $2 per graph.
No, seriously, I'm not even joking. I think I still got the screenshot in my phone because I had to send it to my brother. So it's like,
You stupid.
yeah, yeah, literally, it's like $2 per paragraph. But it's like they have those billboards up all over Atlanta. So I'm thinking, okay, you got the money for it. You didn't invested in it, but instead you done got yourself a lace front. Like,
Rashida got her man on side. Believe that.
I believe it. I believe it. I
You know
believe
why?
it. I
Because Rashida
believe
got
it.
stupid. Rashida
Cause she be
is,
too calm and she be too calm about that shit.
and
Too
we
too
know
calm.
how her mother's temper is, and we know how Rashida used to be.
Because if that was me, I would have flipped all that shit over. Cause
I,
you got me. Bye,
listen,
bye,
a woman
bye.
who has her man on side, she ain't about to be flipping nothing over because, bitch, go do
Cause you
you.
don't give a fuck for real.
Really don't. Go do
Hmm.
you.
I can
Let's
believe
get
that.
this
I can
coin.
believe that.
I think their relationship is let's get this coin. But bitch, don't be embarrassing me.
Yeah. But you
And
gotta
my
remember
man, he's embarrassing her.
she married him young. Apparently, I don't know how true it is, but they said she
She's a
was under
minor.
18.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was like 16 or 17 or something like
Mm-hmm.
that when
I
she
believe it.
married him. But they said that her mama was a crackhead and her mama like sold her to him. So
I don't believe that part.
I can believe that. I can
Mm-mm.
believe that.
Her relationship with her mom's too well for that. I don't believe that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is coming from the streets of Atlanta though, so it's like,
I don't believe that part. The streets of
mm,
Atlanta told me that Sierra was a man, and she
I
got
mean,
like.
I never believed that anyway.
I
You
did
can,
because
I
she
never
had some
believed
manly
that.
features back in the day.
She did, but I never believed she was a man. So, but I mean, but also as well, you can't really take advice from the people of the streets of Atlanta. Like I said the other day, they can spot a fake Jordan, but they can't spot. Dang, I don't know I don't know the nice way to say it without sounding like a jackass. So
we get it.
okay, 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 okay. They can't spot those. Oh, that sounded horrible. Let me shut up. Let me
They
just
can
shut up.
spot
Let me
them.
just shut up.
They can spot them. They just want to lie like they can't.
And they got a whole page here on the Instagrams that be proving that these men be knowing that these men's.
Hey, listen, to each his own. You like it, I love it. Ain't my business.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not. I mean, you like whatever you like, but don't be
Playing in the
sneaky
same
about
thing.
it. That's what
Yeah.
I always say. Don't be sneaky about living your
Man,
truth. But
girl, I'm eating this Chipotle. It didn't hit me in my lower intestine already. What the
girl, this JJ's. I still got some wings over here. I want to eat so bad, but I'm like, I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna want them tomorrow. So
girl, I gotta find me a JJ's because what?
yes, girl, JJ's chicken and fish.
I'm jealous.
Now I need to Google and see if there's one in your area. Hold on. Hold please. Hold please.
Girl, go ahead.
Hold.
Let me know. Hook me up, girl. Hook me up.
Let's see.
No, I ain't ate all day. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so hungry. It's literally 10 o'clock, well, 11 o'clock at night, and this is my first meal.
That's terrible. That is
Girl, I be
terrible.
telling you, I be having to rip and run. I do not be having time to eat.
I mean, I get it. I'd be the same way. So, okay, let's see.
It feels
Are
good
you
being back.
are you close to Durham?
Girl, hell no, I'm 3 hours from Durham.
Okay, well, there's one in Durham. Let's look at their locations.
But
Where
my
else
flight back
is
is we'll drive to
see?
Durham. Good wings.
Let's look at the map. That's
My
all of
back
Georgia.
behavior at its finest.
Yeah, that's all of Georgia. Well, the ones that are in Georgia.
Mm.
Where is North Carolina at? Boo. Hold on, let me go back. Bear with me a moment. Um, what city are you close to?
I am close to Concord, Annapolis, Gastonia. I'm close to Raleigh. I'm close to Greensboro.
Okay, let's try Raleigh.
Well, you know, Durham and Raleigh is neighbors. It's like a hop, skip, and the next door.
Oh, okay. Um, Nope, just Durham.
Mm,
Just Durham.
well,
Oh no, I lied. There is one in. Oh wait, no. Wait a minute. Isn't? Hold on. Let me look at the yellow pages.
my big old
Um. Yeah, there's two in Raleigh, or not Raleigh, but Durham. Yeah,
mm.
but they definitely good. They definitely good. Them and they cracked us. It's amazing.
All right. Well, guys, we want to thank everybody who tuned in. Uh, this was our first time. Listen, y'all, I got back on my podcast and see Jazz. We did this. We did this. Look at Jazz with the locks. Y'all,
I know.
Jazz
You
and
see
Jazz
that?
with
You
the
see
locks. Okay.
you see that?
You got me wanting to do locks, man. But I'm so scared because I like to change my hairstyle too much, and I don't know how I would do that.
It didn't bother me surprisingly because I'd be wanting to get a wig and braids and all that, and all
You
I'd be
know,
thinking about is shaving my head. But I'm always thinking about shaving my head, so that
I
yeah.
always think I shave my head too, but them locks look good, girl. Yeah,
Thank you.
that God. Yes, honey.
Thank you.
Do it,
Thank you.
honey, honey,
Thank you.
honey.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
They've
boo.
grown out so good. I only just started in February, so it's like, yeah.
Boo. Look at you got me wanting to get started so I could be
Shout out
lockalicious.
to my sister girl, Bria. She got me together.
Oh
So,
my God. It's Chipotle punching me in the gut.
uh-oh.
Girl. It's
I need
Chipotle
this sleep
motherfucker
to
going
punch
ham
me
in
in the
my
gut.
stomach. Like the fuck?
Yeah, I need this sleep to punch me in the gut because a bitch
Girl,
gotta
why the
be up.
freak I eat Chipotle? No, I damn well gotta go to work tomorrow in the morning. First thing in the morning.
What's first thing? Because I gotta be at work at 5 a.m. So,
Damn, I gotta be working at 9 a.m.
terrible.
Terrible, girl.
It is.
Terrible. I
It is.
wanted night shifts, but all I had was girl, because I'm me in the mornings. Girl,
Oh
me
no,
in
I
the
like the more.
morning.
I mean, I complain about getting up, but I like it because it's like say I start at 5 a.m. So by 12, my day damn near over. So it's like, I ain't got much to
Now that was supposed to be
deal
my
with.
schedule was 6 to 12, but I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know. I'm about to tell them because and the next time I do schedules, I'm about to tell them yeah, no, no, no. But I don't know how long I'm gonna last because I'm thinking about going back to CMS. So yeah, CMS is calling my name.
I'm never leaving my job. I just thought
Yeah.
I'd put that out there.
You
I'm
know
never
what? I
leaving them
just feel
people.
like CMS works my nerves as a district, but I'm like, you know what? I'm complaining, but won't I be one of them people who make a difference? You can complain all you like, but be the difference. So that's what I'm
I
thinking.
have no complaints. Normally, everybody knows I complain about my job, but I have
I
no
have a I
complaints.
have a
I
problem.
love my job
My
actually.
my complaints is the EC departments. I don't really care for them too much, and not having enough programs for kids with disabilities. I don't care for that.
Understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only complaint I have is that our systems are slow. But other than that, I love my job. And I mean, anybody that knows where I work at knows that I love my job. So I'm sorry, I can't tell all the people here. So my bad. I'm sorry.
Yes, this feels so good to be back here with you, boo. It is so good. Yes, I'm so happy you was like, girl, bitch, we gotta cover this motherfucking story.
Because I mean, why not? Why
Yes.
not? Why not? Like I said, I came with new hair. You see these nails? You see those? You see those?
Okay. I like them. Girl,
Oh,
it's broke bitch season over here.
I got to have my claws.
Girl, if my claw's not done, it's broke bitch season over here.
See, my nail tech, she'll work. She takes other forms of payment besides money. So
Bitch, you so fucking lucky. So fucking lucky. All
yeah,
right, guys. So we are gonna wrap this up. We want to thank everybody who tuned in. If this is your first time seeing us over here at the Lauren Hour, please go to the Lauren Hour network over on YouTube and hit that subscribe button and that
or
like
else.
button. She said, or else. We appreciate any love and any support. We're really trying to work on really growing our channel and putting information out there to the community. Community is so important for us. Now, you'll see us get on here with clown, have fun, do all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, we're always going to come back to community and trying to find a way to support each other and bring you guys the trending topics.
I
Also,
don't like nobody. So let me go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jazz, shout out your social media so they can
Oh
follow you over
no.
on your social medias, please.
Okay. Facebook is Jazz Tolbert. Instagram is the name is Trinae Tranaa. Ivy's mommy on TikTok, and I don't. Twitter scares me now, so I don't even go over there anymore. No, seriously, because it's like I got another one day, and there was a girl laying on her back, hanging off the bed, just like, and I'm like, oh, whoa,
Oh
wait
yeah,
a minute,
Twitter is
like.
not a real place.
I'm just confused because it's like I get on Twitter and call somebody a bitch, and y'all want to restrict me, but yet
No,
there's somebody that literally had a
on their juice
whole.
boxes.
No, it wasn't juice box. It was a throat. Like you have a whole throat with a whole. When I say this man's whole goddamn, or but
Okay,
yet y'all not doing it
but you
about
can't
that.
say that. I can't say that, but you can show this. Oh my, the world we live in, the world we live in is perverse, and
I'm
they
just
rather show
confused.
perverse stuff
I'm confused
than show anything
because
else.
my little word ain't that bad compared to
Someone's.
there's literally like full blown pornos on Twitter now, and I'm just like,
Oh, that's why it's called Twitter X.
I don't
X
know why
rated.
it's called. I don't know.
It
I'm
makes sense
assuming
now. It makes sense. X rated. Twitter is
it's
X rated
like
now.
it's just like it's
That's
crazy. Like
criminal.
anytime I do get on there, it's like you know how like you can see who you follow, but it
Mhm.
shows like other stuff going on, and I'm just scrolling. I'm just like what? Like this is what we doing over here now. Like this is what we do. Like there's no need for OnlyFans because you could just go to Twitter and get it for free. Literally,
Lord have mercy. That is no go.
it is. It's terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, those are yeah. So.
Mm.
And then Trinae Lynn is my cash app if anybody wants to send anything. Like I mean, I'm just saying since you're getting
Slang,
on all this
slang,
stuff.
slang.
Like,
Well, for me, guys, you can follow me over on Facebook. Hit that follow button. Go check out my reels. Let me tell y'all, my reels are entertaining. I give out real great information, and I do. You guys would just follow my life. Go to my Facebook at Alora, Dan, and Kane, and check out my reels. Hit the like button, share them. Message me if you want some tips on how to do reels. If you need a website design, inbox me. I design websites too. I do graphic design too. That's that stuff that you see behind us. This border, yes, I did that from scratch.
I
Uh,
don't do none of that. Like I don't do none of that. I just work and smoke a lot of weed. Never mind.
she's silly. She's I just work and just fuck it.
That's all. I'm just waiting till this ends so I can patiently do this.
Listen, you pay taxes, girl. Do you? Whoa. Oh wait, you say you smoke it. Oh, never mind. Okay, I just realized what you said, girl. I'm slow as fuck.
I mean, I mean, they get my tax money too. Like, might as well write them in on my taxes
One
next year.
day, my homegirl, I'm going to influence her, and she's not going to smoke weed no more. Watch, I am going to one day be the influencer. Don't make have faith in me.
Okay. And the day that happens is going to be the day that this earth freezes over and everybody uses their
I'm
common
working on
sense.
her, y'all. I'm wearing her down. Trust it. I'm
No,
wearing
you're not.
her down.
You're really not. But okay.
None of
If
that.
you say so. If you say so. If you say so. You're really not.
I
But
ain't gonna have no legs by the time I'm done. Watch.
good luck with that. Good luck with that.
So, also, guys, you can find me over on Twitter at Alora Soccer Denning. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Watch some of my videos. They're very entertaining over there. And if you guys just want to see us back and y'all want more content, hit us up in our inbox and tell us what y'all want to hear. We
They got to
are
hit
more
you
than
up. People that's not my Facebook friend can't message me, so they gonna
oh,
have to. And I'm not changing that.
see
So yeah.
Miss Celebrity. Hit me up. Miss Celebrity ain't changing it.
No, it's just I don't want people that don't know me. Never mind. Continue.
But we're
Continue.
gonna have to give her a different page so that her fans can start inboxing her. So, guys,
Tell all my fans can cash at me $1 and then I'll talk to you. Until then, like I'm
I
just
feel that.
saying.
I feel that. Listen,
I mean, my birthday coming up, so I
we trying
mean,
to get to these queens.
my birthday
We
coming
trying to
up,
get to
so
these
I got
queens.
to start the fun. I got to start early. I got a month in some days, so if I start the fun now, I have the fun by my birthday. Just saying.
That's a great plan. That's a great plan. So guys, again, we're 14 minutes over. We are so excited to be back. We have not done this in a minute, so listen, mind y'all in there. We having fun. But make sure you guys go ahead over to our social medias, our YouTube, and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Also,
All
follow
that.
my YouTube after dang y'all, my YouTube called Running Towards Wealth. That YouTube is where I talk about financial freedom, saving to get to financial freedom, and all things wealth. And I'll do a little few videos over there, inspirational videos and funny videos too. Either way it goes, I want to speak life into people, and I want to help people reach a higher level. So
I don't do
make
no
sure
inspirational videos. I just say whatever.
she's my yin to my yang. We're yin and yang. Okay, you have the dark soul, you have the light one. We balance each other out, because you need that balance in life. Because where I lack, she picks up. Period.
Facts. I say what everybody else don't want to say, basically.
Facts. So, guys, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure if you're watching this via Facebook, share this with your friends, share this with your family, and keep praying for each other and lifting each other up. And stop worrying about what the fuck a motherfucker got to say about you. And peace. We out. Love y'all.